the music playing. Dude. None. I want to play no games. I don't understand why that keeps happening. Hello everyone, my name is Cameron and welcome back to your regularly scheduled nonsense, where we're once again back for the A to Z Platinum Challenge stream. We're still on B. That's right. It's technically speaking, as of my time zone, day 7 already. It's the 7th of January, and we are still on the second game. I'm halfway through it. We're at 19 of 35 platinums, and I hate my life. This game is awful. I do not enjoy it. I really wish I would have chosen Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition, because I could have. That game is free with PS Plus. I wouldn't have had to spend money on it, even though I bought this game a while ago, but still. I genuinely wish I wouldn't have done this game, though, is the worst part, is the worst thing I'd say about this. Not only does this game have the issue of it controls like absolute ass, it also has that issue with the music, where it's continuously fucking starting up randomly out of nowhere for no reason, even though I have it off, and have had it off since I started this game, which sucks, because some banger tracks on that fucking soundtrack, not gonna lie. There are some really good songs on that soundtrack, including Tick Tick Boom. Love that song. But, obviously, because I planned on streaming this, at least a little bit, I can't have music playing, which sucks, because it makes this game a little bit more fucking mind-numbingly painful. So, for those of you wondering where I'm at on the trophies, at least, since that's the important part of this challenge, you know, knowing where I am for trophies. So we have officially done the Baja 250, 500, and 1000, which is really dumb to call them that, because they don't actually give you the mileage that they should. For those of you who don't understand, by the way, and don't know how this sort of off-road racing works, because this is based off of real racing to a degree. The Baja 250, 500, and 1000 are really long races, which, by the way, the name is right there. The reason they're called the Baja 250, 500, and 1000 is because you race 250 miles, 500 miles, and 1,000 miles. However, in this game, you don't. You don't go that far, which makes no sense, because it's like, okay, so I have to drive 2,000 miles, and the 3 races that should basically put me 250 miles away from being at that point don't. Because technically speaking, if those races were the lengths they should be, you should be at 1,750 meters miles by the time you're finished with those. Now, I don't know if for some reason the game marks them as kilometers on those races, even though, again, like I pointed out, these are races that take place in America, and they're raced under the mileage term. They are raced under 1,000 miles, 500 miles, and 250 miles. So I don't know if those are, you know, just for whatever reason, in-game tracked as kilometers, even if you choose miles. Don't know. Or if it's because I put them on easy, so I could actually, you know, enjoy the races a little bit, not hate my life, and potentially win them, which I did win all 3 of them, because I'm a fucking nutcase like that. Don't know. Don't know what caused them to not actually be the mileage they should be. It feels weird to me that they're not the miles they should be. We're just about to hit the 1,000 mark. So that trophy's almost done. We've done all the hill climb races, which is weird, because, well, as you guys can see, I'm on the full-size truck class right now. This is the, Ford F-150 that I bought for my character. I sold a bunch of my cars for a reason I'll get to in a minute, because I'm not going to be done shitting on this game, and maybe it's because I'm watching too much Zero Punctuation, but I don't really give a fuck. I'm going to shit on this game some more, because it deserves it. This is the worst racing game I've played since Dirt 5. Continuing on that point. Oh, there's all the Canyon de Chalet races, which is, again, weird. So, why did I do the open, or the next thing first, and all that? So for starters, I was just getting really pissed. I just wanted to kind of try to get through the hill climbs and the open class challenges, because the open class challenges absolutely suck. They are the worst fucking race in this game, to the point where I had to sell all of my other vehicles. So I own 3 vehicles currently in the game. I own the starting car, I own this truck, and I own the vehicle that I bought for the next class of races. Because the open class races require you, for some reason, to not upgrade your car at all. You can upgrade your tires and you can upgrade your fucking suspension for most of them. But once you get to the full size, the mini truck and the full size truck, you can't upgrade any of them. You cannot make a single upgrade. You have to go in with a bone stock car to somehow win that race. This is the problem I have with this game the most. Every other racing game on the planet, Gravel, Need for Speed, Burnout, Midnight Club, Gran Turismo, fucking Forza, even Dirt, you don't upgrade your car and then they get harder. It's supposed to be you upgrade your car because they are already getting harder. The AI is supposed to get harder as the game goes on, then you upgrade your car so you have a better chance of beating the harder cars in your races. Every other game, even Need for Speed, still understands that. And I've played most of the Need for Speed games on PS4 and PS5. Also, I remembered Hot Wheels Unleashed is also on my platinum list, so we will have another racing game within like the next 6 games. Again, the music randomly started back up. I don't understand it. Every time I go from the menu back to gameplay, the music starts back up. That is another big problem I have with this game. I would love to have the music on, but because I'm streaming this, I'm trying not to get fucking copyrighted. So why it always randomly just plays the fucking music when I'm not... Literally have it down the whole time. Have the volume completely down for music. It still fucking plays. I don't understand it. Continuing. That's how it should be. But no, this game has it ass fucking backwards. You upgrade your car, they upgrade their car, making the race harder, making your upgrades fucking pointless. It's so goddamn fucking dumb. And the worst part is, the open class races, the dumbest thing about them, is as you get further up, you start further back. The higher your class, the farther back in the race you start. To the point where Trophy Truck, you start in 8th place. Because that's how it makes sense. I'm not going to lie about that. That does make sense. You put the higher, better cars, the higher tier, better cars, in last place, in further back places to make the race a little bit more fair. The only problem is, the cars that I should have no problem dusting, the fucking, starting bugs and the VWs and the mini trucks and the open wheels and all that shit, for some reason, fucking dust me the entire race. And then the cars behind me also fucking dust me for some goddamn unforeseen fucking reason. So then, when I do finally decide, okay, well, here's what I'm going to do, I'm going to just literally look up the best solution for it, and it's literally just buy a fucking bone stock vehicle of the class you're on once you get past mini truck, and then race that. Gave me a win in my fucking second attempt, which makes no fucking sense. That's not the way it should be. It should be that my car should be better than the cars ahead of me. Let them have a little bit of upgrades, let me have upgrades, obviously, too, and make it a little bit more of a fair race. But no, instead the game just says, nah, fuck that, we're just gonna make you suffer, and we're gonna make you hate this fucking game, which I was really fucking excited for this, because I do love this style of racing. This has always been one of my favorite styles, where it's just a bunch of dudes in the fucking desert racing trucks and dune buggies and shit like that. It's fucking great. As somebody who had a go-kart as a kid and did a lot of random shit like this, it was great to fucking see. But playing the game is a different fucking story. So continuing. So then I sell every fucking vehicle, which means I now have to buy 22 fucking vehicles to get both of those trophies, which is gonna suck balls. At least as far as I can tell, it does seem like when you sell the car, you get the exact price you paid rather than you get this amount instead of this amount sort of thing. But it's just fucking stupid, because I was already 8 cars in at that point when I was like, wait, I need to buy just a new fucking truck. Because you can't un-upgrade these, by the way. The minute you have a car upgraded, that's where it's stuck the entire time. You can't downgrade it at all. I mean, you can downgrade it to other upgraded parts, but you can't fully downgrade it. Upgrading just the tires and the suspension makes the open class races impossible, which is fucking stupid. Not to mention the fact that by the fact that I've gotten every race in Canyon de Chalet and every hill climb race completed already, means that the trophy truck section of the career is basically fucking pointless, because you're probably not going to really need to do that to get any of the complete or win first place in all these race types and all these fucking locations and blah 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 bullshit. Which is stupid, because it makes the fucking career mode seem pointless once you get to the fucking best class in the game, which is the trophy truck, because trophy trucks are fucking awesome. I don't know. I'm regretting doing this game, but now the fact that we're like 20 trophies in, I'm like, if I stop it now and go for Bulletstorm, I'm just gonna regret my fucking choice because I'm already almost done with this, and I can just do Bulletstorm at a time where I'm not gonna be doing it under a time constraint, and I'm not gonna hate my fucking life. But the fact that I finished fucking A Plague Tale: Innocence in literally 2 days, finished the first part of the game, the actual story, in like 8 hours or something like that, and then finished the rest of the game within, the second day of playing it. The fact that I finished it that fucking quick, and I've been on this same game for 5 fucking days now, really, really irks me. Because it's like, dude, why is this game so bad? Why is it so fucking annoyingly difficult for no goddamn reason? And again, I love racing games. Fuck, man. And this racing game's not even that old. This racing game's only from 2017. The fact that it's this bad just does not make sense. It should be better than this. It has such great features to it. The fact that your tires and everything can fucking slowly wear down is such a cool design feature, because not a lot of games really put your durability to such a test. They don't have gauges like this game does, where you can actually see, okay, my H2O levels are dropping. Okay, my oil's getting getting lower. My air is getting too hot. Things like that, My shocks are fucking up. My tires are getting fucked up. My clutch is fucked. My brakes are getting fucked. All those things. Really cool fucking gauges to see. It just sucks that they're wrapped in this fucking terrible ass game where every other fucking facet of what makes sense for a racing game is completely thrown out the fucking window. Like the fact that, oh hey, I would love to have the ability to actually upgrade my car, because it's one of the best parts about racing games is being able to upgrade your car however you want. I did a mini truck. For the mini truck, I did a Toyota Tacoma because it's one of my favorite trucks. It's a truck I'm planning to buy when I get the money. Even though I have a fully working serviced vehicle that has no issues right now, just needs an oil change. Completely working fine vehicle, and yet I still want to get a Toyota Tacoma because they're great fucking trucks. Couldn't upgrade it in this game at all. Literally all I had upgraded on was tires and suspension, and I just hated it because I was like, dude, all I want is this car to just look amazing and run amazing and drive amazing, and I can't fucking do that because I know if I make the car better, if I make it, super fucking souped up, then I'm gonna struggle more on the races that I have to race with it. And it's just dumb to push you into this situation. How the fuck is the guy who's in third at a better time? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? I barely cut that fucking track. And again, this also pisses me off. It's inconsistent where it lets you cut off and where it doesn't let you cut off. And it gets to you, man. It starts to really annoy me. There we go. First place. And this is the problem. For those of you wondering, why is this only the second stream 5 days into this part of the challenge? Because genuinely, it sucks. It's just not fun for me to be playing this game, because I'm doing the same exact thing over and over and over again. It's literally like the same races every single time, and it's just getting unfun for me at the end of the day. Like, that's the best way to put it, is it's just not entertaining me, and I'm like, I don't want to really stream this continuously if I'm not even enjoying this game, because I'm not. That's the long and short of it, is I just don't enjoy this. And again, look at this. The rallies, for some reason, have this situation where it's open class. But the other problem I have with the open class races, because in real life, doesn't matter what league, obviously it depends on what league you're in, but in an open class race, you're allowed to choose whatever vehicle you want, as long as you're not put into a league of, I'm pretty sure you can choose whatever you want. But for the most part, the people that you're in a league with tend to have the same vehicles as you, or you have a little bit more options. This game doesn't even let you choose. You literally get in the open class race, if you're driving if it's in the full-size truck category, you're driving the full-size truck. You have no choice. And I just think that's dumb. Open class races are fun for the idea and the fun of being able to choose a different vehicle. But this game's just like, oh yeah, you're in the full-size truck category and you're in that league. Yeah, you're using your full-size truck. You don't have any option. You don't have any fun that gets to be had in this. And it's so demoralizing and just really makes it not fun after a while. And the fact that this game is apparently super glitchy with its achievements, and some people don't know what for sure you need to do, and the fact that there's not a trophy guide. And when I say there's not a trophy guide, I don't mean just on PSN profiles. True Trophies and PlayStation both don't have a fucking trophy guide for this, which makes no fucking sense. This game has been out for almost 8 years. Not a single guide for it, for trophies, on any of the big trophy hunting websites. True Achievements doesn't even have one, but what is it? XboxAchievements.org, I think, maybe has it. Is where I've been looking at it, and it's like, that's cool, but the fucking UI for that site is goddamn dog shit. You can't go searching for a trophy, so you have to scroll through the whole list. And again, this game has 50 achievements, but only 35 trophies, because they took 15 of them out, because 15 of them were just random garbage fucking junk trophies or achievements that made no sense and weren't needed. It's just, I don't know, it's just disheartening to be playing this game where I was really hoping for it to be a lot of fun, and I'm just not enjoying any part of it. Not to mention, my odometer says 51. If I restart, it doesn't reset back to what it was at the start of this race. It will just continue to go up from where it's at now, even though it won't track to that point. It will only track to where what I actually end up racing by the end of this, which makes sense. But again, the odometer should be resetting if I'm restarting the race. That just seems like a no fucking brainer, so that way whatever tracking you're trying to do for it stays consistent. That way I could be like, okay, well, I started this race at 50 miles driven on this one, and I need to go up 55 miles to go to the first trophy, which means I should end at 105. But then you reset, and you're like, okay, well, will this count the X amount of miles I drove before, or do I now need, 55 miles still? Yeah, and again, dude, why is this game not fucking realize? Why is this game not fucking realize that I have music off? Why is it taking me going through clicking over 3 songs for it to realize, oh hey, the music's turned off? God, that's just annoying. I get most people probably aren't turning the music off, but if you're giving me a fucking setting to be able to turn music off in the game, it should turn off. It shouldn't start playing again when I fucking reload or go into a new match or a new race or whatever. It should be off still, because that's the fucking setting I chose. No other game does this. I've played a million other games on in total where I've been able to turn the music off, no problem. I've played a bunch of games on the channel where I've been able to turn the music off, no problem. Me going to the menu or to a new fucking race or, through the UI to get back to gameplay doesn't change where I'm at with the music setting. It's still fucking off. It's still blocking copyrighted music. Why this game doesn't fucking know how to function properly with that, I don't understand. So yes, if you guys haven't noticed, I'm extremely fucking frustrated playing this game, because it's just, it could have been better. This isn't like this is a fucking 12-year-old fucking racing. I had to think for a second. This isn't like it's a 12 or 13 or 14-year-old racing game that got remastered and had shit controls and needed to be, revamped and didn't get that revamping. This is an 8-year-old game. Yes, it's getting closer to being 12 years old, I understand that, but the point stands. This isn't like a super fucking old game from the PS2 that got remastered. I don't think it is, at least. This is a game that came out in 2017. Actually, now I need to look and see if this was potentially a remastered game, but as far as I know, it wasn't. Oh, okay, I guess, okay. It's a PS3 game, so it's 17 years old. It's from 2008, but even then, dude, why? Why is it so fucking bad? Racing games on that generation weren't that fucking awful. Well, MX vs. ATV Supercross was on there, so. Even then, I know that there were better fucking racing games in that time frame. I know that, because I played them. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered, or Need for Speed Hot Pursuit came out on the fucking PS3, and it was fantastic. Need for Speed The Run came out on that generation, and it was fantastic. Why the fuck is this game so goddamn awful? Yes, obviously, again, MX vs. ATV Supercross came out on that same generation, so I can't say much, because that game is the drizzling shits. But this game should not be as bad as it is for a 2017 remaster of a 2008 game, I feel like. And there's people like, oh, Baja Edge of Control 2 in 2025? I'm like, dude, you really think 8 years after the remaster, which was 9 years after the original release, they're gonna fucking make a second game? I highly fucking doubt it. Because clearly, this game has its issues that people have clearly made fucking evident, and yeah, the trophy glitches and stuff got fixed, but the game itself would need so much overhauling for a second game to actually be a feasible idea. And considering where PlayStation and Xbox are with certain games, I highly doubt this game's getting a sequel. Just saying. I wouldn't hold my breath if you're a big Baja Edge of Control fan. It's crazy too, because I may have actually had this game in 2008. I'm thinking back to that time frame. My dad may have actually had this on PS3 because he's the one who got me into this style of racing in the first place. God damn it. Not to mention, most games, if you have a reset function like that, tend to put you back on the track moving rather than just being a fucking target to be bashed into. Now, granted, you have a few seconds of invulnerability where they'll drive through you, but still. Like, dude, I have this game, especially on this fucking truck. Like, the full-size trucks take so long to start for some reason. I don't understand. They peel out so badly as you try to, like, actually start driving. So starting me off not moving, and I have to peel out from this bullshit is so annoying. I'm probably not gonna fucking win this. Unless I get a really, really good time on this fucking race. I'm not winning this fucking, this rally, and I'm gonna have to re-fucking start it, and I'm gonna be so fucking annoyed. Oh, fingers crossed, I guess. But, at least on the bright side, I'm 3 classes away from 100%ing the career. I just have this. Fucking god, dude. And that happens occasionally, too. You just start bouncing out uncontrollably for no fucking reason as you go around a turn. And it completely throws you off the fucking side of the track. I don't see why my fucking headset is having so many fucking issues. There we go. Yeah, it's just absolutely mind-boggling that this game, even if it is, it also sounds like there's a car right behind me right now, even though there's not. This game, even if it is almost 17 years old, it looks fucking fine. Like, it doesn't look like a super terrible game. Now, granted, it's not fucking great looking because it's an HD remaster of a PS3 game, but still, I've seen worse. I've seen much worse, actually. But this game, I feel like, should have had so much better for it, but it's just, everything that you think would be good about it is just bad, and it's terrible, and I hate it, and I don't like it, and I want to be done with it as soon as I can. But unfortunately for me, again, like I said, I have 3 fucking classes still to race. To do all of the races, by the way, on 2 of those. I'm about halfway through the full-size truck, which is nice. And then I have the, oh fuck, I can't remember what it's called. The 1 class unlimited or some shit like that. I don't remember. Something along those lines. And then the trophy truck, which I'm excited to do the trophy truck because trophy truck racing is really fucking cool, but even then, I know it's gonna be wrapped up in this fucking awful ass game and it's gonna piss me off. See, what caused me to roll there? Turned my fucking head and my headset just fucking blows out its fucking speakers in my ear. That's cool. And again, I never looked up to see if these are actual races. I don't think they are. based on the names just kind of sounding a little far-fetched at times. But genuinely, like, dude's 52 seconds ahead of me because of one fucking crash. Like, bullshit. He was 4 minutes behind me. I crashed one time. He's 52 seconds ahead of me. And now he's 64 ahead of me. Or I guess that's milliseconds. But, like, bro, you were 4 seconds behind me, and now all of a sudden I crashed one time, and you're fucking almost a full second ahead of me. He's just fucking gaining. I'm not even gaining on him. I'm getting worse each time. That makes no fucking... This is what I don't like about rally races. Rally races suck. 2 fucking people passed me somehow on that one. Doesn't make any sense. I got silver. Cool. I gotta redo that whole fucking thing now. Awesome. Nope. God, that's dumb. I crashed one time. The 2 dudes who were right directly behind me both fucking passed me. That makes sense. 4 seconds ahead of them, and they both fucking passed me on one crash. That wasn't even that bad. Again, that's my problem with the way you reset in this game. Because rally races, it's not about where you're at in placement. It's literally just about time. See, I'm still a few back. Like, there's still people ahead of me. But when it clicks that first fucking thing, that first time up, I'm gonna be better. Once it does click the first time thing up. It's taking fucking forever. I don't know why. Is it 52 seconds? Is that where the first marker is? Somewhere around this area, I think. Yeah, see, look. I'm fucking 5 seconds ahead of the guy in second place. That literally makes no sense to me, how I crashed one time, and I went from being 4 and whatever seconds I was on the second dude ahead to being almost a full second behind the guy in second place, and God knows how much behind the guy in first place. And the other thing I've noticed is the handbrake doesn't drift for shit, which makes no fucking sense because we're literally on dirt fucking roads. Like, yeah, that's not a very good drift, and it slows you down more than it does anything. Which is, you know, not the fucking point of a handbrake in one of these games. The whole point of a handbrake is that it fucking helps you to take a corner better without losing all your fucking speed. Because that's how racing games fucking work. Again, this game came out in 2008, originally. It shouldn't have this bad of fucking race controls. This is not like a game from the 90s or the early 2000s. This is from like the mid to late 2000s. It should be better than it is, and I don't know why it's not. God damn it. I also wish there was a way to just keep the times up the whole time in a rally race, so that way I knew where I was at against my opponents. It's very annoying that, like, I understand the reason why, because it's how rally races work in real life. You don't always see the times consistently. You only see it at certain markers. But in a racing game where you're trying to make sure you're ahead of your opponents, it's always good to fucking have that marker up there saying, hey, this is how far ahead of your opponents you are. Especially in a race where time is of the essence, and time is the thing that's most important. There we go. First place. Which is what I always love about rally races in video games, because they're always done pretty fucking shit, where it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense with the way they work. Because if this person's ahead of me doing his time, unless it's more of a, these aren't the people you're directly racing against, but if that's the case, it doesn't make it very obvious to you. Which this could be a rally race where you're set in a class against people, but none of the people that you're starting the race with are in your class, and they're not racing against you specifically. Which could explain why it looks open class when you start the race, where there's the buggy, and then there's the trophy trucks and the mini trucks and shit. But even then, it's just, it feels dumb and contrived. It should explain itself better if that's the case, which I don't think it is the case. I think it's genuinely just, even though you're starting X amount of seconds behind somebody somehow, even though you never pass them, you still somehow finish the race faster than them, which really makes no sense if you don't pass them at all. I don't know. Rally races are confusing. I don't fully understand the rules a lot in video games because they don't always in certain games they don't explain them at all, and some games they don't explain them well enough. And this game is the former, not the latter. And if I watched this style of racing more often than I did, or than I do, which is never, I don't really ever watch it anymore because I just don't have the time, and I grew very bored of racing as I got older. At least watching it. Doing it and seeing it in video games is still really fun, but like actually doing or watching like real races just gets boring after a while. I remember the rules better, but unfortunately I don't. So it's just really frustrating to do your best and all of a sudden, even though you should still be winning, look at that, I'm 9 seconds above the guys in second and third. It's just weird. Because clearly, even though it's like 9 people in this race, because there's only, you know, there's me and then there's like the 8 other dudes I'm starting with. Even though that's the case, there's like 40 fucking people on this track. So I'm guessing what it is it's a huge list of people being, you know, set out into the race, and the people I'm really racing against are not really being launched off at the same time I am. They're all in full-size trucks, being launched off earlier, is the only assumption I can make about how this works within the game's constraints, at least. Am I wrong? Most likely, but I'm just gonna assume. Because a rally race, at least in like, not really a rally race, but like a relay race, you know, it's a team effort sort of thing, so who knows. What I do know is I'm getting real fucking tired of spinning off this fucking goddamn road in the dumbest fucking spots and having to reset because it's faster than just fucking trying to get back on track. Still got first. Okay, so yes, I am just racing specifically against other full-size trucks. That is how it's working. Okay. And it looks like at least some of them are behind me and launching at the same time I am. So it's just a bigger launch of people. So maybe what does matter is the people that are behind me if they pass me. So maybe one of them did pass me. I don't fucking know. You know, maybe at some point when I crashed that one time really bad, one of those assholes passed me. Or two of those assholes passed me, I should say. And that's why I lost. Who knows? Nope. Okay, so nobody's passed me yet. But I'm in fourth somehow. Nobody. So it's definitely not that way. It's definitely based on how fast you get to the checkpoints. Okay. Awesome that instead of this being explained to me at the start of the fucking game, where it would make sense to explain how each race works, I'm now finding this out. You know, the third to last fucking, you know, one of the last 3 class of vehicles. And I don't know, maybe they expected more people to know, because this racing was a lot more popular around when this game would have originally released, like 17 years ago. Oh, trophy truck down in front of me, that's cool. God, and see, that's the problem. You can't stop on a dime in this either. It's weird that you can't drift with the fucking handbrake, but you can't stop on a dime with the regular brake around a corner. Yeah, it fishtails you if you fucking use. That's why, for those of you saying, oh, well, I'm sure you're just not using it right. No, I'm using the handbrake right, but it fucking fishtails you in the bigger trucks, which makes sense, realistically speaking, for how it would work in real life. But this is not a fucking simulation racing game. Yes, you can technically put it on simulation for some of the stuff, but this is more so an arcade racing game. So, fishtailing your truck when you try to handbrake drift shouldn't really happen. Yeah, that's me trying to actually drift right there. I just fucking crashed my car. Makes sense. Yeah, and that just fucking killed my speed. So, yeah, there's really no way to take a turn fast in this fucking game. That's annoying. Can't handbrake because it slows you down. It either crashes you or slows you down way too much. And you can't actually brake because it just slows you down way too much, or you crash. Makes sense. I was following that thinking it was another truck in the race because it looked like another truck in the race. I'm getting fucking 5th in this at the best. That's great. 4th or 5th, whatever I'm in right now. Oh, excuse me. I was not paying close enough attention to what place I was in. Sixth. I'm getting 6th now. I'm 7 seconds behind the dude in 5th. Awesome. I'm restarting this fucking leg of the race. I didn't want to. I was genuinely trying not to, so I can keep an accurate check on where I'm at on my fucking mileage. By the way, I'm like 24 miles. Would theoretically be 24 miles more than where I was at before, but that's obviously not accurate now because I restarted. And who knows? Maybe that does add. Maybe the odometer will add whatever my amount. You fucking piece of shit game. Maybe it will actually add whatever I'm genuinely at. Why does it sound like a jet engine going off? Christ. Maybe it will genuinely add whatever I'm at the bottom to my total thing, but I doubt it. But we'll say this: I was at about 50. About halfway through this race is about 24 more miles on it, and I only needed a small amount. So by the time I finish this race, I should be at 1,000. I think, based on where I was at prior to this race, because I was at like 75 or something, like 975, I think. So theoretically, when I finish this race this time, I should hit 1,000 miles driven, as long as it counts everything. Which I've seen things say that it counts everything, and I've seen things say that it only counts career mode. Which, if that's the case, I'm gonna blow my fucking brains out. I've also seen things saying you have to drive with every truck in the career mode, or every vehicle in the career mode, which means you have to buy it, drive with it a little bit, sell it, drive with the next one, so on and so forth. And I've dropped to fucking 3rd out of nowhere, off of one crash. Again, this fucking game, dude. God, this wonky fucking bouncy bullshit, dude. I'd crash a lot fucking less and lose races a lot fucking less if that shit didn't fucking happen. God, this game fucking has less fucking weight to its vehicles than, like, literally some of the shittiest fucking kart racers I've ever played. I'm restarting again. I've played games that have better fucking weight. I've played fucking Mario Kart games that have better weight control than this shit. You get it? Because all the Mario Kart games don't take weight into effect for some fucking reason. God, this game is just... It's pissing me off more and more. It's just showing more why I shouldn't have put down this fucking list. The cars have no fucking weight to them. And it's like, yeah, you can make it better, you know, but the thing is, if you... The weight reduction's not gonna fucking make it any better to turn, it's gonna make it worse. God, I cannot wait to be done with this game. Cat Quest is gonna be the perfect fucking palate cleanser after this game, I hope. I really hope. I've heard such good things about Cat Quest. I'm 37 seconds behind. Or I'm 0.25 seconds behind. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Dude, this is a full-size, multi-ton, like, ton-and-a-half fucking pickup truck. Stop bouncing like you're a fucking dune buggy. Did they literally... I'm behind even worse somehow, even though I've literally been fucking holding the pedal down the whole time. I'm going 111 miles an hour. And I'm somehow not catching up at all. Cool. Love it. Gotta love the fact that this game just makes no sense with that. with the way the catch-up mechanic works. If this was me in that place, and they were in 4th, they would have caught up to me by now, somehow. See? That makes sense. I'm still second behind the guy in 2nd place, and I'm about to be back in 4th because of that fucking turn right there. That turn is so fucking asinine. Because the thing is, again, the cutoff in this makes no fucking sense. Cutoff that you think should work doesn't fucking work sometimes, and sometimes cutoff that shouldn't fucking work works no problem. It is inconsistent as fuck. But yeah, genuinely, if it somehow only counts career mode and I have to drive 2,000 miles and use every car in career mode, I might legitimately go insane. Okay, I'm only in 2nd, I'm only 0.19 seconds behind the guy in 1st. That's not too bad. I think that's him. Maybe not, I don't know. It's hard to tell. He clipped through that vehicle. So I hit actual vehicles, but it looks like they clipped through them. That's cool. There's no way that was the guy that I was beating, because I'm 3 seconds ahead of him now, even though I'm definitely not 3 seconds ahead of that guy. I don't know. This game makes no sense for these races. I just can't wait to be done with all of these fucking races and move on from this career mode and just grind out 1,000 fucking miles of drive time. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna look up and see if I can figure out what might count, because if I can just literally go in free ride and drive around for a few hours and drive in a circle, I'm gonna fucking do it. Because if that's the case, I'm definitely doing it. I'm just gonna drive in free ride for 1,000 fucking miles and be done with it. But from everything I've seen from the achievement guide, it says by the time I've done the entire career mode 100%, which is like 6 invitationals, which I've done 6 invitationals, as well as the Baja 250, 500, and 1000, I should hit 2,000 miles. Should being the operative word there. We'll see if that's true, because it almost feels like the game had more length to those 3 races in the original version, but I don't know. I highly doubt that the entire career mode, because I'm at probably about 600 miles on the career mode, I highly doubt the entire career mode only got you about 250 to the point where, or only got you so much to the point where doing the 250, the 500, and the 1000 was more for more than just the achievement. Like, I feel like, okay, yeah, the 500 and the 250 were probably utilized to get you to 1,000 and 2,000, but I doubt the 1,000 was used for that situation in that case, because again, like I said, I'm at like 600 miles driven in just the career mode. So, Christ. Alright, here's the moment of truth. So, career overview, I'm at 726 miles driven, and total, I'm at 979. I have 21 more to drive, which feels odd. Maybe I was lower than I thought. Garage vehicles, we're going to go into the, buy vehicle. Class 1 limited. We're just going to buy this one. Buy it with the generic paint scheme, and we're going to do this last open. Hopefully, what should give me the last open class race trophy, whatever, the win every open class, which again is going to drive me up a fucking wall, because these races are absolute fucking dog ass. They are the worst races in this game, and I'm going to say this right now: hill climbs fucking suck, but at least those are fucking on even playing field and decently fucking fun to do. These ones fucking suck completely. I hate them. They're awful. But we'll see. We'll see if this is going to get me the trophy or not. It might not. I might have to do the trophy truck one, but if I do have to do the trophy truck one, we'll sell this and hope I have enough money to buy the to buy a trophy truck, so I can only have to buy one and do that really quick and get that done. Hopefully, being the keyword there. I don't think I'm going to have enough money. I think it's like 500,000 gold, 500,000 credits or some shit like that to buy the cheapest fucking trophy truck. Okay, so far this is going exactly as I expected it to, because this game's a fucking cunt. I'm 5 seconds behind the guy in 6th. Well, I'm past him now, because he just fucking crashed like an idiot. See, this is the thing, too. You can see it. They're all fairly close together up here. the 5 idiots ahead of me, for the most part. Am I on Zoom 3? Okay, I'm on Zoom 3. Look, there's 4 dudes who are like really close, and then the fucking guy in the buggy is like a fucking whole corner ahead for some fucking reason. It makes no goddamn sense to me. Like, part of the people ahead of me will be really close, and then there's just one dude who's, oh yeah, I'm a fucking goddamn, I have a rocket strapped to my back or some shit. Now, maybe I'll get really lucky here on this turn, and I'll be able to pass all of these assholes. I don't think I'm passing him, though. I'm gonna get second on this, I guarantee it right now. Because this turn, right here that he's going around, is the second to last turn before the ending. Ooh, this is gonna be tight. I'm not gonna get it. I don't think I'm gonna get it. I don't think I'm gonna get it. I'm not. Motherfucker. Fuck. Yeah, and this is what sucks about it. I can't not do this because I have to win every race in the career mode. It's just fucking frustrating, man. Always show and Zoom 3. I'm just making sure my settings are set properly. Sometimes it seems like they don't set themselves completely properly when I'm restarting a race. Or at least the map one doesn't. The gauge one I never have any issue with unless I restart the game. That's another thing that bothers me. I feel like my settings should save. I restart the game, and then my gauge clusters are no longer shown, and my map is no longer to the zoom level I want it to be. Which normally I have it on Zoom 2, so it's not that big of a deal because I think that's the default. But for these races specifically, the open class ones, I do try to keep it set to 3 because then I can keep an eye on where everyone ahead of me is at and where everyone behind me is at. Which in this case, the only person behind me is the asshole in the fucking trophy truck who's getting right on my balls. And for some reason, these 6 assholes ahead of me are all literally in a fucking conga line, dicks to buttholes. Maybe I can actually do it on this attempt. Again, like I said, the last one, the full-size truck, took me 2 attempts. This one's gonna take me 3 at least, because of that bullshit on that fucking turn where I bounced off a fucking rock. That was a good turn too. I would have cut in a spot that it shouldn't have set me back. Because that's the thing I've noticed. If you take a turn too wide like that, the game tends to give you a little bit more leeway on where you cut in at. But sometimes it will see that same leeway that it gave you last time, be like, ah, you know, that was too much. You're getting reset. Like, sometimes that right there would have reset me, I feel like. And it's very inconsistent on if it lets you or not, and I just hate it, because it just... At least in, like, Need for Speed and other racing games I play, when you cut the track, it literally does not... Like, it's, like, literally either you have the most leeway ever... Oh, excuse me. You have a huge amount of leeway, or, like, you're getting sent back regardless. Like, it's super fucking tediously hardcore of where you follow on the track. Think, like, the difference between old Grand Theft Auto races, like in San Andreas and stuff, and where GTA races are now in GTA 5, where you can't cut it all. You have to go straight through the fucking rings and shit like that. I'm not winning this because my shock on my back left fucking tire just exploded. I'll be lucky to fucking get better than 7th right now. I'll be lucky to pass one fucking person and not get passed up by the guy in 8th. I'm getting passed up by the guy in 8th right now. I will be lucky to fucking win this. Because this is the problem. The minute that happens, you're fucked. And that's why they say to upgrade the tires and the suspension. Because it stops your shocks and shit from exploding. The problem is, doing that makes them better and makes them have less chance of that same fucking thing happening. I was so fucking close on that too. That tire exploding fucked me completely. That shock exploding on me like that completely fucked me. And again, this is the reason that upgrades are important in racing games. And you shouldn't be fucking punished for wanting your car to not fucking fall apart. The other thing is too, and here's the thing, I've been playing Monster Energy Supercross recently. Like, I started that game a while back. They have a rally type race in that as well. The only difference is their rally race, you actually fucking start on a lap 0 until everyone's crossed the fucking finish line. The minute everyone's crossed the finish line for the first time, wait, no, actually, I think it's the same exact way as this one, where you start on lap 1 at different positions and then you finish it by time. That's fucking annoying now that I think about it. I think it's the same way as the way these open class races work, actually, now that I think about it. I could be wrong, but I feel like it's very much the same as this. I could just be misremembering it, which is very possible. I haven't played the game in a couple months because it's very annoyingly difficult and I don't really like playing it. Oh, excuse me. I don't think Monster Energy Supercross is that good of a game. And one of my shocks exploded. Cool. Same exact shock as last time too. The back driver side. I have 4 people to beat. I'm probably not going to because, and this is the other thing you're noticing, that shock exploding is pulling my fucking car so far left right now. Like, it is awfully bad how far left I keep getting pulled from this, and it's so annoying and I hate it. But maybe I'll get really lucky and I'll be able to win. I almost want to attempt to cut, but I'm not gonna be, I don't know where I don't know what would allow me to, and yeah, I'm gonna lose again. Fuck me, dude. Yes, a fucking Baja buggy that's in fucking, that's barely up, that's not even upgraded, is somehow fucking dusting a 1-class unlimited fucking car. Bullshit, dude. Bullshit. This game's so fucking dumb and ass with the way it fucking balances this shit. See, that's the thing. It'd be one thing if I had to upgrade so I could be better than the Baja bug that's in first fucking place. You know, that starts 6 fucking places ahead of me. That's half my fucking size. That's potentially upgraded. That would make sense. But every car being upgraded and these fucking cars that should not be dusting me absolutely fucking dusting me makes no sense. Like, this is how you would expect it to be if you weren't upgrading. Like, yeah, the cars are all better than me because all of them have upgrades and I don't. No! In the other way, it's, oh, none of them have upgrades, including me, and I have to fucking force myself to not upgrade the car, even though every instinct in my fucking body for a racing game tells me to upgrade my fucking vehicle, because it's what I do in every fucking racing game since the dawn of fucking time. This is also like attempt number 6 or 7 on this fucking race, by the way. I just want to point that out. Something that literally, a fix that literally made me fucking finish the full size in 2 fucking tries has taken me 6 or 7 attempts on this fucking class. Although, literally about to say, although I'm gaining on the guy in first and I fucking explode my shock again. None of them do, though. Notice, not one of them explodes any of their fucking shocks anytime they fucking take a bump too hard. Just me. Even though the buggy that's not upgraded should 100% be fucking destroying its shocks on some of these fucking jumps. You're fucking kidding me. Again? Look how fucking far ahead he is, dude! This literally makes no fucking sense. I explode my fucking shock, and he's completely fine, even though an unupgraded buggy, when I fucking did it, did the same shit on some of these jumps. Not this race specifically, but on jumps that were, like, the same size. Evidently, I need to try to drive a lot more carefully. And, I don't know, maybe fucking try to, like, balance my car out a bit better when I'm taking jumps, but even then, like, even when I'm balancing on most of these jumps, my shocks still get fucking destroyed. Like, look at that, even small jumps, when I'm perfectly fucking balanced on my landing, the way I should be, my fucking shocks deteriorated. It's just dumb, dude. This game does not make sense with how it fucking puts this shit, and it's so fucking stupid. Yeah, look at that. I'm already 75% down. The next big jump I take is gonna fucking destroy my shocks again. Oh, but not touching anything on my left thumbstick that time doesn't fucking cause any damage. You have preload. For what fucking reason? What reason is there for a preload on jumps and shit when you're gonna land and just fucking not do anything to your shocks sometimes, and other times you're just gonna destroy them. And of course, I fucking spin out on that fucking turn again. It's the point I make. This game just doesn't know what it wants to be and does not know how to be a fucking racing game, and it's so fucking annoying. I get why it's called edge control now, because you can't control your fucking vehicles for shit, and none of the fucking ways the game balances shit make any fucking sense, so there's no control in this game at all. It makes perfect fucking sense, game. Nothing makes sense because this game is retarded. That's a bad word to say, but it's the only way I can think to describe this game. Yeah, it does not make sense to me. Look, I just destroyed my shocks doing preload. So what's the point of having the preload and balancing your landings if it's just gonna fucking destroy your tire and your shocks anyway? See, when you don't touch it, that's when your shocks should take damage, because that's how it fucking works in real life. When you don't try to balance your vehicle, whatever it may be, whether it's a four-wheeled vehicle or a two-wheeled vehicle, if you're up in the air and you don't try to balance yourself out before you're landing, yes, your shocks and stuff should take some amount of damage. But if you fucking literally don't touch anything and it takes no damage, that makes no sense, and makes all the fucking shit you have in this game to make that fucking make sense, to make like the preload and all that shit, makes no fucking sense if that happens. Come on, dickhead. Dude, why is he's literally, again, still a fucking turn ahead of me. This does not make fucking sense. I should literally have no issue dusting these three vehicles, by the way. The fact that this vehicle is creating a lot more horsepower than these three, I should have no issue taking first. You have got to be fucking kidding me, dude. The best fucking chance I have, and I missed the fucking drift into his side. Photo fucking finish right there, by the way. Just gonna specify, photo fucking finish. At least I'm getting more XP and credits and miles, I guess. Not that I give a flying fuck about any of that right now. I just want to fucking win this goddamn race. So I can sell this fucking stupid ass car that's unupgraded and then literally just go to the one that has suspension and tire upgrades and be able to focus on winning the races with that one. God, this is dumb. This is extremely dumb. Like, not having any upgrades on your car is the dumbest fucking shit in a racing game I've ever fucking heard of. God, just gotta love my shocks being absolutely fucking destroyed. And also, the repair section, literally having to stop to repair is just dumb. Because none of them do it. I've had one time where they all stopped when right after I stopped, they all decided to stop and repair their car right after I did. But every other time, none of them will stop, and it just fucking destroys you on speed. Because the thing is, you can stop and repair your shit, but if you stop and repair your shit, you're gonna have a harder fucking time getting back up to where you were at in position. It's just fucking dumb. I think that they put the repair function in because it, makes sense for these types of races, but it's just a stupid fucking functionality because nobody probably uses it half the time anyway. Not when you're so fucking dead set on winning races, especially in the career mode. Okay, my shocks are at 50%, but none of my wheels are wobbly yet, which is good. It's literally where I was at last time, where I was on the verge of beating the fucking asshole. I just needed to fucking catch him, which I did, and then the fucking one time I caught him, I fucking missed my turn. I missed my turn trying to fucking crash into him and bash him into the side and get past him. I will say, though, the free roam discoveries were pretty cool, for the most part. Most of them were stupid, but it wasn't like what I expected it to be. Like, it wasn't like, Monster Jam, where you're like getting an actual collectible. You were just finding like cool shit around the world. Alright, there we go. I actually have enough fucking money to buy. Do I have enough to buy the one I want to buy, though? I could have sworn the cheapest one was 500,000, not 596,000. 584,000 is the cheapest one. Are you fucking kidding me? So I'm still like 90,000 credits off. That's awesome. Okay, so what we're gonna have to do instead is finish these, and then we'll go. And then we'll go and do the rest, I guess. Which I only have 4 more sections to do here, and then we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more sections to do here. So we'll start with doing the rallies for each, and then we'll go into the actual long section race ones, which, yeah, the leagues just take so fucking long to do, unfortunately. So we'll get the rallies done for the full size, then we'll get the rallies done for the one class unlimited, and then we'll do the leagues. Hopefully, by the time I finish these 3 rallies, we have enough money to do the last open class bullshit, and I can finish that one off and be done with it. Because that would be nice. Because if I can do the open class for the trophy truck first, then we're completely done and I don't have to worry about it anymore. And that should be the trophy for doing all the open class races, I think, for winning all of them, I hope. Since I'm just going to assume... God damn. Fucking ear itches. Since I'm just going to assume that that is on a map that I haven't done yet. Based on the fact that I didn't get it for beating the one class unlimited for the open class challenge thing. What the fuck just happened, dude? God, I swear, the people in this game don't know how to fucking build their cars or drive their cars or anything to do with cars, to be honest. I'm also not sure where I'm at for mileage driven. I feel like I should be at 1,000 by this point. I'll check when we finish this race up, I guess. I'll see where we're at if the trophy doesn't pop. And then I guess that will kind of give us the idea of, do I need to do this in career mode? Because if I need to do it in career mode, then that's fucking dumb. Why it would limit you to the one mode makes no sense, but... God, this feels so much slower than the one class unlimited. Or whatever the fuck it's called. The next class after this one is what I'm just gonna start calling it. Like, it feels so much slower compared to that car. Like, that car fucking zooms around so fast, and then this car's just, I'm a tanky fucking truck. It's just dumb, man. I hate it. This car feels weighty compared to the last one. Like, this truck feels weighty compared to the last one, but it's still fucking... like airy and light as shit compared to what it should feel like. I've raced in other games with F-150s. Like, they don't feel this fucking light in the games. I've driven an F-150. They don't feel this light when you take turns, no matter what your speed is. Move out of my way, fucking stupid bug. So yeah, for those of you who've been wondering what I've been doing for the last 5 days when it comes to this game, it's been this. Just races over and over and over and over and over again. Races that feel the exact same over and over and over again, I might add. It's not like I'm doing like super different races. They all feel basically the same after you've done like half the races. And again, look at that. That was a cut that probably should not have worked. Worked perfectly fine. Doesn't make any sense. Where are we at trophy-wise? There's music at the UI for a second. I was trying to figure out why, and then pause it, and it's not there at all. We're at 20 of 35 trophies. So we have to... Oh, excuse me. Complete 100% of the rate of the career. Finish first in every race in Cabo San Lucas. Every race in Coconut Island, Lake Powell, UNE Salt Flats, Nevada, Painted Desert, Mongolian Rim, and Canyon Lake. Finish first in every open class race. Purchase 15 and 25 vehicles and drive 1,000 and 2,000 miles. So, yeah. Apparently, version 1.00 had a glitch for the 2,000 miles driven. If there's any glitch, maybe I'll reach out to somebody who's gotten it recently. The most recent achiever of the 1,000 miles was the 27th of December, and of the 2,000 miles was the 2nd of November. So how much? 2nd of November is when Iceman underscore SVK got 2,000. When did he get the? When did they get the 1,000? They're not even in the most recent 50, which means they must have stopped playing the game for a while after that one. Maybe it was when it was glitched, and then they came back and finished it, I would assume. So let me try to find somebody. 27, let me go to, like, November. So Ogu's 840, 7th of November. He's not going to be on that list. Motherfucker. Donkey 330 got the 2,000 the 27th of July. God, some of these names I'm quoting out here is insane sounding. And again, I'm not seeing him in the recent... Oh, okay, the 5th of July. So it took him 22 days to go from 1,000 to 2,000. Now, that could just solely be the fact that he stopped playing the game. They stopped playing the game for a bit. Who knows? Or it could be that it did only count the career mode. I don't know. But that would be about 7 months ago when the glitch was still prominent. So... I hear Tick Tick Boom playing. I fucking just heard the hey, I was right all along immediately. So it could very well be that they got it during the glitch situation where it seemed like it was having issues. And I don't know when version 1.02 came out, but they were talking about version 1.00 not that long ago, it seems like. So I'm hoping that version 1.02 was more recent and I have the ability to not have to deal with a bullshit glitch where I have to grind this fucking game career mode for like 2,000 fucking miles. If that ends up being the case, I'm definitely looking up a fucking video guide for it to see if there's an easy way to do it. So that way I can just fucking mindlessly AFK it, because I do not feel like doing it myself. Even if it's just get to the last lap of a race, very close to the end, and just turn, drive off the side of the road, get reset, turn, drive off, just over and over again. I'll do that rather than fucking redo any career mode races. Hold up. Baja Edge of Control HD. Do